Hi. So you have chosen to do LD debate, which is really awesome. LD debate is the one event I didn't compete in high school, the one debate event, but I've learned a lot about it, and I really think it's a great event. We have some really great varsity on our team that do LD debate. LD debate is one of the few debate types that we have that you can do by yourself. And usually people either like doing things with a partner or by themselves. So if they like by themselves, LD is a really good event for you. You don't have to worry about somebody finishing their work on time or if they do it good or bad. So you get to really just rely on yourself. If you get it done, it's because you got it done. If you don't get it done, it's because of you. And so that's a really nice thing about doing LD debate. LD debate also really focuses on morals and values, which can be cool to apply to different topics. So that doesn't mean we're going to be debating things like the death penalty because that's a moral issue or abortion, but we deal with topics that seem pretty regular, but we apply morals and values to them. So, for example, right now, the Lincoln Douglas debate topic that you're not going to debate, only the varsity will debate it, is about making voting in our country mandatory. So, in a democracy, a really well-ran democracy, voting should be mandatory for all citizens. So you're like, oh, wow, like it should or should not. So we make our arguments for and against, but our arguments have an underlying moral or value issue, and we apply that to the resolution. So, for example, voting should not be mandatory because there's it hurts people that are low income. What if they can't make it to the polls? If they don't have a car, they can't afford to take an Uber or a Lyft or a bus. If they can't make it, then they're going to get fined, and it's going to push them further into poverty because they couldn't pay to go vote because they didn't have any money to do it. The moral issue with that is that we're no longer just making a law required, but we're hurting people that can't abide by it because of things like money. And that doesn't help our society to get better. That doesn't help for us to be working together. It doesn't help us to value all humans. You don't value all humans if you only value people that can pay to make it to the polls. And if we put people in jail because they can't make it to the polls, again, we're only valuing those that can afford it. We're not looking at people's individual situations. So all of those arguments have underlying value issues to them. So that's the really cool part about Lincoln Douglas. A lot of times people think LD is just those very heated, I really believe in this types of topics, but we get to debate really cool topics and we just have an underlying value issue with them. Lincoln Douglas debate is a shorter time limit of debate because it's only you. So policy debate is twice as long as Lincoln Douglas debate because there's twice as many people in the round. LD debate is 1-on-1, policy debate is 2-on-2. And so we double the length of the round. And so your LD rounds are shorter, but you are by yourself. So it's only you versus your opponent speaking and persuading your judge. I think there's a lot of benefits to Lincoln Douglas, and there's a lot of really cool, unique things. So last week, you should have completed your moral dilemma assignment. If you liked thinking through those scenarios and thinking about like, why did you answer that way? You probably will like Lincoln Douglas because you like to ask those types of questions. So there's some background on LD. And in this module, you're going to learn about how we structure an LD case. And you're going to learn about the value and criterion, which are the most unique pieces of Lincoln Douglas debate. You'll learn about them and kind of how we use them in a debate round.